leaving Chalet RV Village, going to Alamogordo, starting off with 254 miles of range, and I want to see what I have when I get to the bottom of the mountain, because we go way down about 25 miles. Let's be sure I'm getting this name right. I never can remember it. Of course, I can't remember my own name. It's called Chalet Camper Village. Chalet Camper Village, and it's at 2141 Highway, what, 82? Yeah, 2141 US Highway 82. Turn left on Alpine Road. That's it. So now I know where I live. All right, so now let's go. Beautiful, isn't it? 8,600 feet elevation. We go down a little bit to Cloudcroft, and believe it or not, beautiful morning for a beautiful drive. Temperature 62 degrees at 8:45 a.m. How's that, you guys in Texas and Florida and California and everywhere else that are toasting? Isn't this pretty though? You know, it's like anything else. You know, if you live in a desert, you get used to those wide open views. And if you live in a forest, you get used to forest views, which are basically what we've got right now. But both are beautiful in their own way. It just depends on you. I like both sometimes. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, I'm still checking things out. And I like it so far. Got to get a few things in Alamogordo to polish the diamond a little bit. Oh, that tastes good. Got me some green tea, some green iced tea. Why? Because when I get to Alamogordo, it's going to be about 20 degrees warmer, at least. You know, I've said it before in videos, variety is the spice of life, and I have to tell you it is. For me, has been, will be. But I can see that things are changing. I'm getting older, slowing down, have to kind of watch myself now. So I'm going to, kind of let my plane come in for a landing now. And yeah, on this road it shows elk, watch out for the elk. That's true. That's very dadgum true. They do cross this road and they're not looking for cars. So you have to be looking for them, and they weigh, I don't know, 800 pounds. Be like hitting a brick wall. But yeah, there's no hurry. This will be a long video, a long driving video. So lean back, get you a cup of coffee or whatever you're doing, and relax, because we're going to go all the way to the bottom. We're in Cloudcroft Village limits. It says 8,676 feet elevation. Now, they extended their city limits out here to include Ski Cloudcroft. There's a restaurant there. They sell pizza. Just a nice alpine ambiance. Now, something else I'll mention, of course, you won't remember it anyway. That guy hit an elk. The front of his car is all smushed up. I saw it yesterday when I came in, and there was a policeman there checking it out. But we're actually going north right now, but then we'll turn here. He must tell, I don't know what the direction to Alamogordo, I guess, would be overall kind of a west, northwest. Yeah, I mentioned in comment call that I said 6 months you could stay there for $1,500. No, it's 7 months. He's extended it through the end of October now. and I gave him a check for $1,500, which pays my lease through July the 19th of next year. What he does on his utility bill, which I think is fair, is he just looks at the bill, looks at the number of kilowatts used, divides that into the total bill. That gives him a number of cents per kilowatt, and then that's what he charges everybody, because he reads the meters once a month on the same day. So, you know, if you come in like I did in the middle of the month, you may get a, you know, partial month's bill. But he's fair. I mean, he's a good guy. I like him. His name's Jared. He's probably in his 30s, maybe. Energetic. By God, he works. And he's got another guy working with him. I don't remember his name. Gary, maybe. He's a retired guy from the oil patch. And Gary just wants something to do. So he helps Jared just to have something to do. Amazing, isn't it? But you know, if you get used to working, you work somewhere for 40 years, and you work say 10 hours a day, you know, it's hard to break that habit. Of course, it wasn't hard for me because I never worked that hard anyway. No, I've got retired, lazy, pretty well down pat. Yeah, that sign there says congested area, and it's true. You don't want to speed through Cloudcroft because it's a tourist town. People are not looking. I've said this in every video, and I'm glad that I do, because maybe it will remind somebody in these touristy spots not to be in a damn hurry. But unfortunately, most people are, for whatever reason. I'm sure there's a lot. You've got to go pick up the kids at school, got to get them to such and such, got a doctor's appointment, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, we've been about 7 minutes. So from the village to downtown Capitan is about 8 minutes from where I live. Yeah, they have a big pickleball facility there. A lot of the older people that are into pickleball can go there and play. And yeah, apparently they have a club or something if you're into pickleball. First time I heard it, I thought it was a joke. Pickleball? How it got its name, I have no clue, unless they used to hit pickles. Yeah, right up here we start down the mountain. But I'm telling you, whenever you're climbing in an electric vehicle, whenever I come back up this mountain, I bet I use 150 miles of range. No kidding. Gasoline here is $3.15 a gallon, which is 54 cents cheaper than Capitan. And you're going to tell me that's delivery cost? Huh, I don't think so. I don't know if they got something going on or what here. We're starting down the mountain now. Let's see what it says. Alamogordo, it says 16 miles. So you got 16 miles of down the mountain, run boy run. And it's like this right here. It's windy, and it's about a 6% or 8% grade. And if you're pulling a big fifth wheel or anything, then you're probably in for a treat. I pulled a travel trailer down this thing one time. One time. It had electric brakes and all that stuff. You know, the local, see, there's a pickup right on my bumper, and you know, he's probably driven up and down this road 100 times, and you know, I'm going the speed limit, and I'm sure it just chaps his butt, because the speed, actually I'm going over, because I'm going 42 and the speed limit is 35, and it says fines double. I don't know where they came up with that. Fines double. Easy way to pick it. Straight ahead is White Sands, if you can see it there. I'm going to try to keep my eyes on the road. Yeah, this video will probably go close to 30 minutes. They've made a lot of improvements on this road to keep boulders off the highway because the highway can be blocked when some of those big boulders roll right out in the road. In fact, there's a sign right here, that's what it indicates. Well, our range is now 240, but it's coming back up. It went from 254 to 240 going into Cloudcroft. Now it came up to 241. I'm hoping that we get up to about 300 because I know I'll use it coming back. This is one of those fish hook turns that you just love when you're pulling an RV. Down the hill, 90-degree turn, or 180, whatever it is. Got a lot of traffic. Oh, these are people coming up to work probably in Cloudcroft, because it's 8:50 and a lot of the places downtown open at 9, 10, and 11. Shows mile marker 14, and we're at 243. We'll see. But it makes it easy going down the mountain in this electric vehicle. You don't have to tap your brakes. You know, you can just use the regenerative braking to reduce your speed. I mean, that pickup is really close behind me. I'm not impressed. I'm going 45. That's what it said. You know, sometimes people in other states notice out-of-state plates, and it might be a state that they're not too happy with for some reason. You know, small-minded people do small-minded things, and but be that as it may, humans are guilty of what I call hasty generalizations. You know, you meet somebody from a state that's a real a-hole, and you just make a hasty generalization. Everybody in that state is like that. That's a terrible mistake, because they're not. Everybody's different. Well, we're up to 249 miles now, so we're coming up pretty good. Yeah, I'm counting on it using 100 miles of range to come back up the mountain. Yeah, we'll do a video for all you electric vehicle lovers or haters. And we've got both. It says runaway truck ramp 1 mile. Yeah, if you ever have to use that. But you know, the chances of it being where you need it at the moment you need it, yeah, I don't know, kind of like winning the lottery. It's a pretty drive, there's no doubt. If you want a pretty mountain drive, because not too much farther, we kind of come out and you can see out over the desert. You can already see the pine tree reduction. There goes old Speedy. Hell, I'm going 48 and the speed limit's 45. You know what I mean? actually, no, it doesn't. It says do not pass. That's just a suggestion, I guess. Runaway truck ramp right off to the right here. If you were in a truck or pulling an RV and your brakes were bad, you'd love seeing that. What they have is as you go up an incline into some really soft gravel, so it stops you pretty damn quick. Speed limit is 45, that's what it shows. You wouldn't want to go much more than 45 on this road. You know, I mean, I just can't, it just wouldn't be safe for several reasons. One, the curves. Two, an elk might decide to walk across the road. They got a sign here showing the grade. It says steep grades, trucks use lower gear. Well, I've only got one. Okay, I can't use a lower one. We're up to 260 miles of range now. Isn't that neat? There's a hostel right there on the right. You know, those little cheap hotels for campers and stuff. Temperature is now 80, going from 62 to 80. Isn't that amazing? You know, somebody suggested that that I get a place in Alamogordo, and then I'd only have to drive 25 miles to do the seasonal thing. Winter's Alamogordo, summer's Cloudcroft. It's not a bad suggestion. It's just that, you know, the hardest part is finding a place that I might enjoy living in Alamogordo, and it's a bigger city, and but yeah, that is, you know, that definitely has some it has some to it. I couldn't think of a word. Holy crap. Speed limit still 45. Yeah, it's a shame that it aggravates people that I'm obeying the law. But it's true. Okay, where are we at here? This is a little... I hear you. I'm smacking on some almonds. Not me, I don't eat meat. High Rolls, elevation 6,750 feet. Temperature 83 degrees, so that tells me what it is in Capitan. Same elevation. No, it's nice, man. I didn't run the air conditioner. It's got an air conditioner, you know, RV trailer air conditioner, and it works. But knock on wood, I hope I don't have to use it. The guy that lives there year round, the guy that owns it, he doesn't even have an air conditioner in his house. Yeah, I get a good feeling there. I do. I mean, the people that live there are mostly, actually, most of them are from Texas. I wonder why. Now we go through the tunnel. You like going through tunnels? You know, the boring company that Elon Musk started, you know, boring in tunnels, you know, he's in so many different businesses. I'm surprised he doesn't go insane. Maybe he is insane. We're up to 276 miles of range now. And I'm not sure how much further we've got to go. I'm thinking we're going to be right at 300 miles by the time we get to the bottom. Could be wrong. We got another runaway truck ramp. Aren't y'all loving me narrating this thing? It's hard for me to shut up. Let's see, we got 7 miles to go. So that's about halfway. Actually, I'm glad I did this today, because I was wondering how this car was going to handle going down the mountain. It's pretty damn good. I would rather do it in this than a gas car. Yeah, I may look at some places around Alamogordo. I don't know where. Well, I got a place in Capitan, but it's much colder there than it is in Alamogordo in the winters. And it would be two totally different sceneries, I guess you'd say, or environment. You got high desert in Alamogordo, and I think Alamogordo is about 4,500 feet in elevation. That sign there showed White Sands National Monument 25 miles from right here. There's 4 cars lined up behind me, and I'm going over the speed limit. I'm telling you. There's another one of those runaway truck ramps. Now it shows speed limit 50, but it's downhill, run boy, run. And after you make a couple of curves here, then it straightens out. And then it's just a straight shot. And when we get to the bottom of the hill, I'll give you the range, tell you how much we've picked up. You know, it's the equivalent of putting it on a charger, same thing. Only this thing charges faster than a 30 amp charger. The regenerative braking charges faster than a 30 amp charger. I mean, of course, it depends on the incline of the hill, but generally that's true. Well, we're at 291 miles of range right now. We've gone up from 254 to we went from 254 down to about 240, and then back up to right now 292. And that straight ahead is Alamogordo, or the outskirts of. Yeah, if I could find a decent place in Alamogordo. I mean, of course, you know, I'd have to sell my place in Texas to buy it. We'll see how it goes, because you know, first step is to sell the RV and the lot in Capitan if I choose to stay in Cloudcroft, which it looks like I will. So anybody if you're interested in a lot in Capitan that's improved, Capitan, New Mexico, and you've seen it on YouTube, got a cover and everything, and you want a Class C motorhome, it's got about, I don't know, 15,000 miles on it, like new. It's still under the General Motors warranty. That covers the engine, transmission, and all that stuff, the big stuff. And you can look on the internet. It's a 2020 or 2021. It's a 2021 Thor 4 Winds 22E. It's 24 feet long, bumper to bumper, 11 feet high, on a Chevy chassis, 6-liter engine, gets 10.3 miles to the gallon towing a car. Yeah, it's a good deal. So you can look on the internet and see what they're selling for. If that's something you'd be interested in, well, let me know. And the lot in Capitan, well, I'm not going to let it go cheap, guys, because it's like a little diamond there. I mean, it's fixed up, ready to go. So you'll have to sharpen your pencil on that one. Well, I'd say we're close to the bottom of the hill, so I'm going to make this turn, I'll end it. But we're at 304 miles of range. Isn't that amazing? We went from 254 down to 240 and then back up to, well, now 305. That's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, guys, from Alamogordo, New Mexico now, this is Rusty78609 said, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, anytime, but use the Amazon link if you think about it. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life the best way you can. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.